Welcome everyone to your very first lecture of Class 9th Chemistry series. If you have been having trouble studying chemistry or needed help in recalling concepts, then this is exactly what you need to watch. Let's begin with the basics, and over time you will know chemistry at your fingertips. So I know you have all been introduced to science in your previous classes, and like most of the kids, have found it a rather boring subject. But I'm here to change that. You see, science plays a very important role in our lives. Its principles dictate our existence and this planet's existence. Fascinating, isn't it? So naturally, when something so special as science provides you with the understanding and knowledge of the world, you start to wonder, what more can science teach you? You'd be amazed to see how water changes to ice and then back to water. Just by tweaking the temperature of water. Amazing, isn't it? Well, that's just scratching the surface. Have you ever wondered how something so simple and mundane as the weather change is also studied and recorded with the help of science? Or how the composition of soil changes with time? Composition in this context means what components are present in the soil. For example, minerals, metals, etc. Going back to human life or any other living organism, be it plants or animals, you will observe that the functions occurring in our bodies are dictated by the principles of science. So in other words, everything around you is controlled by science. So once again, I will reiterate that science provides you with the fundamental knowledge and awareness about the world and about what happens in the day-to-day life and about the living and non-living things of this world. Since this series is about chemistry, let's jump right into it and explore what the world of chemistry has to offer. Chemistry is a very distinctive and a specific branch of science. Let's begin with matter. How do you see matter? It wouldn't be wrong to state that matter is anything that has a mass and occupies space, right? Perfect. Moreover, if I were to ask, what is the composition of matter? You would say it would be the components from which the matter is made up of, right? Not only this, we will also cover details such as the structure of matter, meaning what kind of particles or atoms are present in the matter, what that might look like, and the properties, of course. What comes to your mind when I use the word properties? Characteristics? Absolutely. The word properties would entail the color, the state of matter, solids, liquids and gases, and the type of reactions matter undergoes. So, chemistry is the study of matter, including all the concepts that I have discussed so far. For example, when we speak of reactions, we observe quite a few around us in our environment, like the burning fuel which supplies us with energy in the form of gas in our kitchens or heating in winters. So in a nutshell, every little aspect of our lives is intertwined with these chemical reactions. Hence, we will study matter in greater detail to understand chemistry in its truest form. If I were to ask you to list down all the contributions that were made due to the development of science and technology, it would be beyond all of us because they have been massive. Something so basic as transportation for our daily commute is governed using petroleum, fuel, and crude oil. So we can't ever disregard their importance. There is also the example of life-saving medicines and drugs, without which we can't even imagine living because they help us sustain. Look at the soaps and detergents. They are also products of chemical reactions, and they help us keep ourselves and our surroundings clean. Paper, which you're probably using right now to make notes of this lecture, is also a very good example. Plastics to make containers, paints to paint our rooms, insecticides and pesticides to protect our seasonal harvests are all examples of how chemistry contributes to our lives positively. But it would also be naive to overlook the disadvantages of the development of industries, because with good comes the bad. For example, you must have certainly noticed the increasing pollution in your environment due to all the toxic waste and poisonous gases generated by these industries. So, when this waste is released in our seas and the atmosphere, our water and air become contaminated, resulting in diseases and uncontrolled environmental changes. So, I wouldn't be wrong to say that chemistry not only provides us with the knowledge and skills to improve our environment, but also helps us in developing our healthcare system and save the natural resources for a better future. That's all for now. We'll be studying a lot of interesting new things during the course of this journey, so keep watching.